You're listening to the Global Countdown, first broadcast on the briefing on the 6th of February.
Well, that little musical interlude means only one thing. It is Thursday and the Global Countdown is alive and well. Monocle's senior correspondent and musical creator, Fernando Augusto Pacheco, you are still here. You just jumped in a little early.
Absolutely. Oscars and Finnish music. I mean, this is the perfect briefing, right?
This is the perfect briefing. Oscars and Finnish music. What was the thank you again in Finland?
Kiitos.
Kiitos.
I didn't want to say hello
because say that at the end.
Because hello is quite, simple. It's just hey, you know?
Hey.
Anyone
hey.
can speak
But
Finnish.
I like hey. It's a nice
Hey is cute as well, yes.
So we are heading to Finland, and you're pretty excited about some of these tracks, I know, Fernando, but maybe not number 5? Or how are we? We're going to start with number 5, and we'll get to the most exciting bits of the Finnish music.
Number 5 is
scene.
good. It's very kind of cotton candy. It's very pink. It's very danceable. And she's also trying to be the Finnish entry for Eurovision. I'll be talking a lot about this. There's a competition called UMK25, which is the name given to this music talent show, which most Finnish people watch. And the winner on Saturday will be heading straight to Eurovision in Basel later this year. And she is competing. I'm not sure if she's the favorite, but a lot of Finnish people...
So the charts are kind of reflecting this competition, is that fair to say? At the moment, it's like the songs have come out that want to then be the Eurovision songs in Finland.
Absolutely. It's a big deal in Finland. And let's have a listen to number 5, Nelly Matula with Hitamin Hautan.
Jos mä pääsen hitaammin hautaan.
This is sort of the classic Eurovision
Yes.
sound that many will go for. It doesn't necessarily win, but always just gets people moving and bopping and does relatively well.
Exactly. But for any Finnish people there, just the title of the song translating is called Slower to the Grave. I mean, that's not something you would
not so
imagine.
Eurovision.
That's not so Eurovision. But hey, Nelly, it's a nice song. But as you rightly said, perhaps a tad bit generic, but good enough.
A tad generic. But that title is pretty good.
Exactly.
Let's move on to number 4. Is this also a Eurovision entrance?
Yes, and it's another type of Eurovision song, as you will be listening in just a second. It's a ballad, it's very kind of fairyland, almost mythological in a way. Again, perhaps a tiny bit generic as well, but Vivi is nice. And number 4 with the song Aina.
Sun paikkaa ei vie kukaan. Kun lähdet mä tuun mukaan. Mä olen sun kanssa aina.
This is the Eurovision ballad entrant, if you will. I can see the wind machines,
Yes.
various versions of that, also slightly generic.
She looks like a Disney princess in the video as well. That's why it's very fairyland vibes. So yeah, a lot of actually, female singers there trying to be the main candidate for Finland at Eurovision.
And it does also go to show, I think, that, people forget maybe in the UK or elsewhere how big an impact Eurovision has. That you look at a country like Finland and it is topping the charts every song that is trying to get into Eurovision.
Including number 3.
Which is the one you are most excited about.
Gosh, this is, you know what, Chris, when I listen to a track, I write down, words that come to my head. And this one I wrote, Chocolate Disco Gold Operatic. I mean, this is brilliant. And this is what makes me happy about pop
Have you
music.
ever written those words together to describe a song before?
I think that was the first one. and I think I said chocolate because in the video she's wearing kind of a golden bikini in a way, and she's kind of in a giant golden vinyl, but there's some liquid in there. And I don't know, it felt to me that it was like a liquid chocolate, and she was in a chocolate fountain dancing quite sexually, I have to say, because as you know, the song is called Ich komme, which is in German.
Ich komme. Yes, very
Exactly. I think a lot of people might know it means I am coming. It's quite an interesting title.
good. It does mean I'm coming in every sense of the word.
Exactly.
Should we just leave it there?
Exactly. We might have kids listening to the briefing. This is Erika Vikman with Ich komme.
Mä oon Erika, sussa stamina isken. Muutuudesta käy kiinni mun pakaraan. Ja kun halutas laulaa, huuda ekore. Ja baby, komme. Sen jälleen kun tuli, se huutaa mulle.
I don't know if there's ever been a Finnish-German combo entry before in terms of languages. That would be particularly unique, but it is a hopping track, I'll give you that.
It's wunderbar. It's original.
Which she also says at some point in the song.
She really does. She really does. And I don't know, it's quite original. I like her. She's unusual. I think she's about 31 years old. She had a previous single called Cicciolina, which is this amazing kind of Hungarian iconic woman, former MP in Italy as well. And among many other things. But I think we need more Erika Vikmans in this world.
That was definitely less generic. I'll give you that.
Oh,
Just from that
yes.
little clip already. That was different.
And I have sources, and the sources are our colleague Markus Hippie, our former colleague here. He told me that that's a favorite to win on Saturday.
Erika, we'll see. We'll have to bring you back to report on this next week, Fernando. You're less excited about actually number 2 and number 1, but let's go for it anyway. Number 2, what do we have?
It's a change of gear here. Now we're going to listen to the work of Finnish-Greek rap artist Ares, featuring Busy with the song T-Paita, which means t-shirt.
Sä kysyt voiks painaa, mulle tee paitaa. Se sopi sun päälle kun minä en oo tuntenut sellaista ikinä. Hyvät jutut vie aikaa, ja sanot et sä vihaat mua.
Ares is not trying to be an Eurovision candidate, I'll tell you that.
Okay.
But you know what, Chris? I've been looking at the Finnish charts. I think they're very fun. And the hip-hop scene in Finland is quite, it's quite big.
There's the hip-hop scene. I remember our Helsinki correspondent Petri Burtsoff describing Finnish Afro trap the last time when he was once here with you doing the global countdown.
Yes, and I love that song. I even added actually to the playlist. There was a fun touch to it. This one is a little bit more depressing, but as I said, everyone loves him. He's currently in the middle of a big tour in Finland. He's going everywhere. I saw the list of concerts, not just Helsinki. He's going probably to the smallest towns in Finland.
There will get up there. You've got to get up and out.
Absolutely.
Number 1. How excited are you about this one?
I mean, respect to artists. He's back. He's back in number 1. And I think it was his first number 1 song as well, although he's a very popular artist. And I'm going to try my Finnish here, because it's a very long title.
The floor is yours.
The floor is mine. It's not Duncan. I don't know. Maybe it's Erika Vikman. She's messing up with my brain. The song is called Menestik on paras tapa costa, which means success is the best way to get revenge.
Baby, haluaa Marbellas postaa. Saa mitä vaan kun katseen nostaa. Vaikein rakkautta voi ostaa. Menestys on paras tapa kostaa. Moni teki väärin, se käy enää koskaan.
Former Monocle presenter Markus Hippie, if you're listening, how did Fernando do? Do write us.
Please. And yeah, maybe he's right. Success is the best way to get revenge. But he does say in the track as well, you can't buy love. So he's very, good.